Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath. Before we begin our journey, let's emphasize the power of imagination. As you listen, try to picture yourself in each setting. Feel the warm humidity or cool breeze. Smell the salt air or damp forest soil. Hear distant waves or rustling leaves. This video includes a gentle white noise background, waves, wind, or soft static, designed to mask distractions and lull you towards sleep. In fact, research shows that white noise can significantly improve sleep quality, helping you relax more easily. Allow the sounds and my words to guide you, and let your mind paint vivid scenes of these remote Japanese islands after sundown. Chapter 1: Yakushima Island. Imagine stepping onto Yakushima just as the last golden light fades behind the rugged mountains. The air is warm, thick with humidity, and the rich, earthy scent of cedar bark and damp moss. Towering ancient Yakusugi cedars, some over 1,000 years old, surround you. Their massive trunks rise straight and tall, wrapped in blankets of emerald green moss and vine. Tiny droplets of mist drift from the canopy, kissing your skin and making the forest feel both alive and still. A gentle rain, almost like a quiet whisper, begins to fall. The leaves glitter under the tiny drops. Locals always carry small umbrellas here to fully enjoy the lush, misty forests in any weather. But for now, you simply stand in wonder, breathing deeply. On the forest floor, the earth is soft and springy underfoot. Moss and fern carpet every fallen log and rock with velvety green. You kneel to touch the moss, cool, moist, and sweet-smelling, and feel how life teems all around you, even in the dark. Tiny mushrooms and delicate vines curl underfoot. The sound of your own breath mingles with the soft patter of rain on leaves. Somewhere nearby, the gentle trickle of a mountain stream adds a watery melody to the air. In the distance, a faint owl call echoes once. You notice a subtle scent of cypress and pine, carried by the breeze through the night air. The deeper you wander into Yakushima's woods, the more enveloped you feel. The sky is hidden by a cloud ceiling of green, but everywhere you look, the trunks glow silver in the twilight. Fireflies begin to emerge, blinking their pale light over ferns, as if the forest itself is studded with stars. From the shadows, you may catch the glint of eyes, perhaps a field mouse or a shy deer, but all is calm and serene. As you set up a small camp at the edge of a gentle stream, you hear the occasional Yakusugi monkey call, a reminder that you share this timeless forest with its wild inhabitants. In this ancient wilderness, nightfall brings a hushed, mystical hush. Listen closely to the sound of leaves rattling, water flowing, and the faint chirp of insects settling in. Breathe in the cool, crisp air filled with the scent of cedar and earth, and let your mind drift peacefully. Chapter 2: Ogasawara Islands. Now imagine boarding a small ferry under a violet sky bound for the Ogasawara Islands, roughly 1,000 kilometers from Tokyo. As dusk falls over the Pacific, the boat gently rocks beneath you. The horizon blurs between sea and sky, streaked with pink and orange. Seabirds circle overhead, cawing softly as they return to roost. The island peaks ahead are shadowy silhouettes. Ogasawara's remoteness means only ships can reach it, so light pollution is virtually non-existent. By the time you reach Hokkaidō, the mother island, stars are popping into view. You step onto a quiet beach with fine, pale sand, the only footprints your own. The surf laps softly at the shore. Above you, the Milky Way sprawls in arcs of silver and pale violet, each star twinkling brightly in the clear night air. You might even catch a glance of the Perseid or Orionid meteor showers streaking overhead if you look closely. The only other lights come from distant villages where islanders sip a sweet potato spirit and sing karaoke in small, warm taverns. From the beach, you can hear faint, melodic calls of dolphins and the deep exhale of a nearby whale, reminders that this subtropical archipelago is home to rich marine life. You close your eyes, letting the sounds carry you. The far-off slapping of waves against a hull, a gentle nighttime breeze whisking through the palm fronds, and the soft, rhythmic breathing of the ocean. On Hokkaidō's highest point, Mount Chibusayama, you can imagine the sunrise over the Pacific, but for now, you simply lay on the warm sand, gazing at galaxies overhead. In this island paradise, a true sanctuary of nature, isolation brings profound silence. Listen to the cicadas' distant chorus and the gentle whisper of wind. The world feels peaceful here, untouched by civilization as far as the eye can see. Drift into sleep under this blanket of stars and the steady pulse of the ocean. Chapter 3. Aogashima, Tokyo. Aogashima is a volcanic jewel ringed by steep cliffs. Picture yourself standing at the top of Mount Maruyama, the smaller volcano at Aogashima's center. Below you lies a vast crater bowl, a giant natural amphitheater, rings of lush green slopes descending sharply to the sea. Jagged cliffs rise around you, walls of rock that slope inwards. The air here is warm and fragrant with tropical blooms. In the faint light of dusk, the grasses on the crater floor take on an emerald glow, and pockets of steam drift from hidden fumaroles. These fumaroles puff gentle plumes of warm vapor into the air all around Maruyama, giving the island a secret, otherworldly feel. If you pass by, you might even feel tiny beads of warmth on the skin from the volcanic heat in the soil. Night settles, and Aogashima's sky becomes a pure dome of stars. You can see the Milky Way stretching from horizon to horizon. At times, it feels as if you can reach up and touch it. If it's the right time, the Perseid meteors streak brightly. Constellation Canopus gleams on the southern horizon, something you'd rarely see from a city. The silence is profound. Below, in the small village on the crater rim, there is only one tiny shop and a few softly lit houses. You can hear faint voices from a local tavern, perhaps the bartender pouring a glass of aochu, the local sweet potato liquor, for one of the island's few dozen residents. A faint hint of charcoal and miso drifts from kitchens as people prepare simple meals. You stroll carefully along the narrow path that circles the crater. The dirt feels warm and solid under your feet. Ferns and bright flowers line the path, dew sparkling on their petals by starlight. The colors of these flowers stand out vividly, fiery reds and oranges and deep purples, even in this dim light. The air carries a hint of ozone from the steam vents and a clean, salty tang from the ocean breeze up above. In the distance, you see the glow of a cozy sauna house, Aogashima's geothermal Furiai sauna, built right above a volcanic vent. Imagine stepping inside and feeling waves of warmth relax your muscles, the only sound, a soft hiss of steam. As you find a comfortable spot on a grassy ledge, you sip from a small flask of Aogashima sake from Sweet Potato and listen to the night. Somewhere nearby, a lone katydid begins its rhythmic chirp. You lay back on your poncho and feel utterly alone and safe under the galaxies. Life here is slow and simple. There are no streetlights, no cars, just an endless sky and the soothing hum of crickets. Let this peace wash over you, as steady and warm as the volcanic sands underfoot. Drift off to sleep under the gentle watch of the cosmos. Chapter 4. Rebun Island, Hokkaido. Finally, picture yourself on Rebun, known as Flower Island. It's late summer, and you've hiked up to Momoiwa, Peach Rock. Look out just as the sun begins to set. The sky is painted in warm gold and orange hues that slowly deepen to twilight blue. Around you, the hillside is alive with wild alpine flowers, bright pinks, yellows, and purples, still in full bloom late into the season. The air is cool and clear. You stand alone on the quiet trail. The only sounds are your gentle footsteps and the happy buzzing of bees visiting the last blooms. The panorama is breathtaking. Far below lies the endless ocean, and on the horizon, the dark shape of neighboring Rishiri Island, silhouetted against the colorful sky. As the last light fades, the western sky deepens to navy blue, and the first stars begin to twinkle. A thin crescent moon rises, slowly lifting over the peak of Rishiri. Its light spills onto Rebun's hills, turning them silver white in the darkness. The moon is so bright that your path is clearly visible without a flashlight. The Milky Way above you is still visible, though fainter. You watch as a few shooting stars flash by. The landscape changes from golden warmth to cool blue shadows. The flower fields you saw in daylight are now in deep shadow, but their scents still linger in the air. A sweet, fresh perfume reminding you of earth and grass. Here on Rebun, there are no bears, no venomous snakes, just endless safety in nature. You are free to wander under the stars as if in a fairy tale. The silence is complete and holy. You might hear a distant splash where a fish jumps in a nearby pond, or the soft murmur of the sea in the distance. Underfoot, the ground is cool and slightly dewy. Looking around in every direction, you see the rolling hills of Flower Island bathed in moonlight. It feels as though nature itself has paused to watch over you. Breathe deeply of the crisp night air, filled with the scent of wildflowers and salt. As you settle into your sleeping bag on the hillside, all senses relaxed. Feel the boundless serenity of this beautiful place seep into your dreams. Throughout this journey, you have visited 4 very different remote islands, each unique, yet all sharing one thing: profound stillness after sundown. Yakushima's misty cedar groves, Ogasawara's star-speckled shores, Aogashima's volcanic crater under the Milky Way, and Rebun's moonlit flower fields. Each scene should now be gently imprinted in your imagination. You may even hear their white noise background continuing softly in the darkness around you, helping you drift deeper into rest. Continue to breathe slowly and evenly. Let the peaceful soundscape and images fill your mind as you let go of any tension. You are safe here, cocooned in the embrace of nature's nighttime calm. Should any thoughts arise, simply acknowledge them and then return your focus to the gentle sounds and sensations of these islands. May the warmth of Aogashima's volcanic breeze, the cool touch of Rebun's moonlight, the misty air of Yakushima's forest, and the tranquil ocean lull you into a deep, restorative sleep. Sweet dreams, and let the magic of Japan's remote isles carry you softly into the night.